Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display, Daydeal.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Otterbox Defender case for the HTC Evo 3D. You are more than welcome to check this case out at its official website at any time. That is going to be located at www.otterbox.com. Now, if you're looking for a case that protects your phone above all else, in other words, its primary purpose, then the Otterbox Defender case is the one you should be considering to purchase, because as of right now, at least at the time of this video's creation, there really is no other case that competes with the Defender except for one that's in progress. But since it's in progress and not yet released, we won't even really mention it that much. But for those of you who are inquiring minds, that is the Ballistic HC, which I believe is still in development for the HTC Evo 3D. So there we go. Now, moving forward from that, I want to say that the Defender case, it's very big, it's very bulky, it's heavy, but that's nothing against it. That's what it needs to be in order to protect your phone. If you guys are looking for something a little bit thinner, something a little bit lighter, please check out Otterbox's other offering. That is the commuter case. We already have a video of it up on our channel, and that's really something you should be looking at, and not the Defender case, because once you put this on the phone, it's really going to almost at least double its size, in my personal opinion. But that's not necessarily a bad thing for what it brings to the table in protecting your phone. Now, I have one pre-installed on our dummy version of the HTC Evo 3D. I'm going to go and show you this a little bit later, as well as the included belt clip holster, which also doubles as a kickstand. Very cool. But I want to show you the individual pieces that make up the Defender as a whole right now first. Now, the Defender case technically has 3 layers of protection. I mean, that's what kind of Otterbox describes it as, even on the back of the retail packaging. The first layer is the screen protector that you see right here, and that's actually already pre-installed onto this top polycarbonate frame piece, so that's very cool. For those of you out there that have never used screen protectors in the past, and you've just been kind of shy on installing one because it was just too difficult to get all the air bubbles and dust out of it, well, Otterbox takes all the legwork out of it for you guys, and you basically have all the advantages of having a screen protector without doing all the necessary dirty work. So it's very cool to have one like this. I do want to note, however, that pre-installed screen protectors are made slightly different than the ones that you attach yourself. They are a little bit discolored. That's not in a bad way, but they do that on purpose so it doesn't have too much glare. As you can see, the glare from the studio light on the top right there isn't as reflective as it would be if this was a standard clear protector. So it's kind of like an anti-glare finish into it, but at the same time it does kind of discolor things on the other side just a bit, a little bit grayish, a little bit whitish that you can see right there, but not the end of the world. Now, layer number 2 is these two pieces combined. This is the polycarbonate shell that actually wraps around your phone first, and on the inside of the rear piece there's a nice thick layer of foam padding. You always want to find this in a case, some type of padding I should say, because if your phone happens to drop while inside the cover, you don't want it rubbing up against just the hard plastic, because if it does, there's a chance it still may chip. Having a thick layer of padding like this, especially foam, which is really one of the best materials to use even until today, even with all these other fancy materials out there in the market, foam is still the best. It's going to keep your phone basically from getting scratched up, getting dented, getting chipped from a pretty severe drop. So really nice design from Otterbox, and it's also consistent. It's not just one strip right here, it's strips on the side and one on the bottom running across the back. So moving on to layer number 3, and technically the final layer, you actually have this silicone skin that you see right here. This really what makes the Defender what it is, because this is very thick. It has nice thick corners which are pretty much reinforced, and it also has dust covers and coverings for the buttons where appropriate, so your phone is very well protected. Now, I do want to mention that the Defender case also has 2 little shield guards, basically little plastic guards, on the camera lenses for your Evo 3D. Alright, now there are a couple folks out there that may be moaning or groaning because they don't like any type of covering on their camera lens because they feel it degrades the picture quality. They get artifacts when they take pictures, they get weird lighting effects when they take pictures, etc., stuff like that. All I have to say is that unfortunately it's not removable. It's something you have to deal with if you don't like it. For other folks out there that are guess I should say, who are interested in having their camera lenses protected, yes, Otterbox does include it with the Defender case, and it's already pre-installed for you, so you don't have to do anything to take advantage of that. So once everything is said and done and you install it on your phone, it looks like this. So let me go ahead and give you a 360 tour right now. As you can see, the Defender creates a significant lip over the surface of the phone, the front screen surface, I should say, and with that included screen protector, there should be no reason that your screen is going to come under any harm anytime soon. Alright, the Defender case is going to take care of it both on the front, on the sides, as well as on the back. Now, this case may look waterproof, but it's not. Okay, there's a huge difference between waterproof and water resistant. Alright, waterproof means that it's literally proof against all water, and it's also submersible. Water resistant means that you can actually kind of use this in heavy rain, or if someone happens to splash water against the phone with the case on it. It's going to make sure to keep as much water out as possible, but of course there are still exposed areas on the case. All right, so if you have too much water on it, or like I said, it goes in the drink, it goes underwater, your phone inside may still be affected. All right, so I just want to kind of throw that out there because some folks in the past have asked, is this a submersible case? And it is not. So let's go and continue with the tour. On the top you see a covering for the power button right there, very easy to press because it sticks out quite nicely. An opening for the audio port as well. Just go and remove that dust cover. It's very easy to put back on, as well as peel off, I should say. And thanks to Otterbox's innovative design, you can actually use angled connectors as well as straight connectors, so no problems there. Regardless of whatever you have, it should fit in there. Okay. Moving on to the side, we have a dust cover for the USB port. This one is a bit recessed, but for all intents and purposes should accommodate most connector tips out there. Moving on to this side, we have a dust cover for the 2D, 3D switch, as well as a covering for the camera button. And we also have two nice large coverings that are marked for the volume up and down that you see right there. They stick out quite nicely, so it is easy to press. Moving on to the back, you see the Otterbox logo with this nice kind of machine finish right here. It's supposed to give you some extra grip, but of course we found it not necessary. The skin itself is pretty sticky to the touch, which is good. You want a nice grip on the case. And as you can see right there, specific cutouts for the two camera lenses, which have that little clear plastic guard on them, and an exposed LED flash in the center that doesn't actually have a guard on it. So like I said, if water does actually happen to get on your phone, it's probably going to be entering through this little hole right there. Now moving on to the belt clip holster slash kickstand. This is Otterbox's redesign from, I think, from 2 years ago. It's a really great design in my personal opinion. Some people don't like it because it's a little bit too large, but I personally think it does its job very well. What's really nice about this belt clip is that it rotates 360 degrees. So, it's complete freedom. You can go ahead and position it into an angle that is comfortable for you. But more importantly, you can actually lock it into place, and it doubles as a kickstand, both in portrait mode. Of course, I can't do it right now because the phone's not in there, as well as landscape orientation. So let me just go and do that right now for you guys so I can show you what I'm talking about. There we go. Portrait kickstand and landscape kickstand. Almost making a word salad right now, so please bear with me. I'm running out of breath. Alright. Now, what's also really cool about this particular holster is that not only is it a face-out design, it's also a face-in design. So when you're traveling, go ahead and put your case face in. When you want to go and use it as a kickstand media viewing, go ahead and put it face out. Very, very nice. And the final thing I want to talk about this particular kickstand before the garbage man makes too much noise in the background right there is that it actually has a very sturdy metal hinge that you see right there. Okay, a lot of companies don't use metal hinges because they're expensive and they're hard to manufacture, but Otterbox believes in quality. So there you go, a metal hinge, meaning like an alligator clip. You can pretty much abuse that, take it on and off at free will. It's not going to break on you because metal hinges are very, very sturdy stuff. And that is it, folks, for the Otterbox Defender case. So remember, if you're looking for a cover that protects your phone above all else, please check this out. There really is nothing else that compares to it until Ballistic releases their HC case, aka the hardcore case, and hopefully we'll be reviewing that in the future. But as of right now, regardless, even if the HC exists or not, we think the Otterbox Defender case is a great looking cover. It's very well protective, and it's overall an excellent value, especially if you can take advantage of the belt clip and the kickstand. So feel free to check this out at their official website once more. That is going to be at www.otterbox.com. Feel free to show us some love on our own website, which is at www.dadio.com. And keep following us on our YouTube channel, Dadio on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Thanks as always for watching.